Nerfed.ai, the industry layoff crisis. Welcome to Nerfed.ai, where we track the pixels and the politics of the world's biggest hobby. I am Vanessa Calderon, and I'm currently wondering if my 2026 bingo card had total industry collapse on it. It has been a very heavy week for the community.
And I'm Marcus Shaw. It's definitely a somber start to the year, but we're going to dig into the data and see what's actually left on the release calendar. If you want to see the charts we are discussing, you can find the full breakdown at nerfed.neuralnewscast.com.
Marcus, let's just rip the bandage off. Variety just dropped the numbers on 2025, and it is a certified disaster. 1/3 of all video game workers were laid off last year. 1/3. That's not a correction. That's a purge of the very people who make these worlds possible.
Wild. We're talking about thousands of talented developers, QA testers, and artists. The Variety report really highlights that while revenue might be up for some, the human cost of these studio acquisitions and efficiency drives is just astronomical. It is a massive loss of institutional knowledge.
That is the problem. It's that classic corporate move where the CEOs get a bonus for streamlining while the people who actually know how to code a light cycle are out on the street. It is frustrating. How do you expect to ship blockbusters if nobody is left to compile the shaders?
That is the technical bottleneck. When you lose that much experience, development cycles don't just slow down, they break. We are seeing projects that were supposed to be the backbone of the mid-2020s suddenly looking very shaky because the core teams are not there to support the complexity anymore.
And yet, the marketing machines are still churning out cinematic trailers. Which brings us to the GameSpot 2026 release schedule. It is like looking at a list of survivors from a digital war zone. Marcus, what are you seeing on there that looks like a real game and not just a wish list?
The 2026 slate is actually surprisingly dense. We have got the next major titles from some of the big hitters that survived the cuts. The schedule shows a heavy lean into established IPs, specifically sequels and remakes, because those are perceived as safe for investors right now.
Oh joy, another remake. Nothing screams innovative industry like playing a game from 2014 with slightly better shadows while everyone who made the original is looking for work on LinkedIn. It feels like we are cannibalizing the past because the industry is too afraid of the future.
I get the cynicism, Vanessa, but there is some tech worth being excited about. We are seeing more UE5 integration across the board on these 2026 titles. The fidelity is reaching a point where the uncanny valley is actually starting to look like a lush meadow. The visuals are striking.
Brutal, because lush meadows are great, Marcus, as long as they are not empty because the Quest designers were all downsized. We need more than just pretty pixels. We need games that are not built on the burnout of a skeleton crew and actually deliver a meaningful experience to players.
True. The Variety report and the GameSpot list represent two sides of the same coin. One is the cost, the other is the product. We just have to hope the quality does not tank because of all the chaos happening behind the scenes at these studios. It is a very delicate balance.
Fingers crossed, but I am keeping my expectations at low poly for now. That is our look at the state of the industry this week. High stakes, low morale, but we are still here for the games and the people who make them. We have to keep supporting the developers.
We will be watching those release dates closely and reporting on how these teams are handling the pressure as 2026 approaches. I am Marcus Shaw. Thanks for listening to our breakdown of the industry landscape.
That is it for today. We will be back next week to track the latest pixels and politics in gaming.
See you then, everyone. Have a great week.
And I am Vanessa Calderon. Thanks for hanging with us on Nerfed.ai. GG, everyone. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.